What the heck? We're at a Disney park before sunrise? Must be Rise of the Resistance Day. What's going on, everyone? Dave K here, back for my second time ever on Rise of the Resistance. Excited to check it out today, but it always involves waking up a little bit too early. So we're here today, definitely excited to step on board, and you can see it's definitely crowded out here as well. Lots of people around getting ready to enjoy the attraction. Hopefully we'll make it in that parking lot fairly efficiently here and be on our way. And there's the sunrise behind us. You can get a good view and see the Skyliners on our right as well as we're making our way into the park here. Not quite 7:30 yet, and hopefully we make it on here today. I've heard it can be missed sometimes because there's so many people trying to get on. It'd be tough to get a boarding group, so we'll see what happens. And here we are in line. And Mike, is this a normal day at Rise?
Pretty normal, pretty normal. Yeah.
Okay. And we're almost in now. You can see these crowds and the front entrance ahead of us. And I'm just realizing that, or maybe I knew this already, that you can get into the park, but you can't enter the queue for the ride until 8. So we got a good amount of time here. Should be able to get into the park and be in a good spot to click that button by 8, and we'll be on our way. And we are in the park with 25 minutes to spare until time to board that boarding group. So it's nice, ready to make our way in, maybe grab some Starbucks, maybe even catch a ride while we're waiting to join that boarding group. In case I haven't touched on it already, these are the crowds in Hollywood Studios. The people just keep coming, so I hope we make it and get a boarding group on this one. We shall see. It's 7:56 now. We're in line at Starbucks, and we are gonna try to check in here on the go. So let's see how this one plays out. Definitely worried about service here in Starbucks, but it is a lot warmer here, which is nice. In line now, and we've got our boarding group. Mike, what boarding group did you get us?
18.
18, all right. So we're gonna be going on this one nice and early, probably sticking with this park, I'm thinking, this morning. What do you think?
Probably, yeah. It might take us maybe an hour, maybe
Okay.
2, but that's about it. It should be pretty quick.
Sounds good. So maybe we'll jump on Toy Story Mania, something like that, and then we'll be on our way.
I'm all for that.
All right. Another observation here is it was dead silent a moment ago, right before us. They were calling out 15 minutes to board or 5 minutes, and now that it's boarding time, everyone's making noise and talking and that kind of thing. So I guess, you know, everyone stepped away from their phones and they're on their way to the attraction. And from Starbucks, we have completed our order. We've got ourselves a couple of caramel macchiatos here. You can see that coffee beverage. So definitely looking forward to enjoying some caffeine here and then riding on Galaxy's Edge. So we were making our way to Toy Story Mania, but our boarding group is only, what, 4 boarding groups away at this point, Mike?
Getting really close now.
Yeah, so we'll have to come back for Toy Story Mania maybe after Star Wars Rise of the Resistance. Are you excited to get back on it?
You know it.
Oh yes, let's see how this one goes. Second time ever for me. I'm really, really excited to get back on with a second impression and share that one with you. It's just about 8:45 now, and our passes for Rise of the Resistance have been called. Very, very excited to step on board this one. It's been a really long time, so I'm really looking forward to getting back on and sharing those second impressions with you. But 45 minutes, I thought it was extremely fast for that boarding group. We did get a really early boarding group, which was nice, but I'm excited to get back on and see how it goes, and I'm glad we get to go so early in the morning here. Let's let you know what we think of this one. Here we go, about 9 now, bright suns, and we are stepping, not even 9 yet, and we're stepping onto the attraction. So excited for this one. Here we go. The morning waterfall here at Rise of the Resistance. Looks refreshing. I didn't even know these benches were here while we're waiting in the line. You got kind of this seating area, mini seating area, as you are, if you're paused in this early area, and keep it nice to be able to sit back and enjoy as you're waiting in what can be a moderately long line. It's not too long because you got the boarding groups, but moderately long from here moving forward. The second time around on this attraction, looking a closer look at the theming, and you've seen a lot of these things before, the suits or the plasma rifles, that kind of thing. But look at these lights, how they kind of make it look like there's some dirt in there, or like it's sort of classic hidden base here. Look at this stone kind of natural wall here, and the lighting up on the ceiling. All of it looks alien and so unique, designed beautifully for the attraction. And again, more of those kind of seating areas, but those seating areas are kind of like dunes, or you know, little things that are just kind of naturally built into the stone. So it's really well done to make you feel immersed in the Star Wars universe.
Everyone assembled? Good. Remember, it is vital that you keep the location of the Bakara base secret.
Escort us to the rendezvous point on Bakara.
I've never looked out the back of the ship there before. Really nice to see. And you can see we're in the First Order base now. Out there, all the stormtroopers, TIE fighters, and all the villainy. And it's a totally different queue here in the First Order vessel, but beautiful as well. Stormtroopers waiting to process us here. We're moving forward towards our interrogation room. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Staten Island.
Yeah.
And you've got captured. Staten Island must not be that great.
Oh.
It's fine. Put that away. No, it's fine.
Never noticed the subtle movements of a stormtrooper before. Little antsy over there, it seems. Maybe this is why the aim is not so good. Oh.
Leave us. Yes, General.
You will pay.
You have what I want.
To the escape pod base. Those droids are programmed to return you to Batuu. Hurry and don't...
Awesome run on Rise of the Resistance the second time around. There were definitely details that I didn't get to appreciate as much last time, which I did get to appreciate that much more this time. That scene with those cannons that Mike talked about, kind of shooting back and forth with those cannons shaking, and kind of how we paused before each cannon was really, really nice. Also loved a lot of different scenes. The lightsaber coming through the ceiling of the elevator, all of it really, really good. I feel like if I were to improve one detail, it would probably be Kylo Ren kind of flying out that window when he's getting ready to interrogate the two cars, then a plane hits the vehicle. But still, I love this ride. I feel like maybe even better than I remember last time. Again, those details you get to see and experience. Mike, what did you think?
I love it as always. It's my favorite ride at Walt Disney World for good reason. 365 immersion. You can look all over and see something new every single time.
Yeah, and not too intense. You know, I was observing this time, I feel like it's even more mild than Star Tours. So if you're worried about the intensity of this one, I think you're probably fine if you're good with Star Tours. I feel like Star Tours is a little bumpy for me, whereas this one is very smooth. So if you're considering that, this is a winner. You know what else was fantastic and awesome on that one? I had no idea as we were standing in the interrogation room that right next to me was where the door was gonna open and the Resistance was gonna break us out of there. That was crazy, right?
Yeah.
That was like, you don't see a door in there, and then again, it, like the lightsabers come in, and I'm like, oh, there's lightsaber marks right here, but there's no way this is the door. Like, while they were using the lightsaber to like sort of break open that wall, I was like, there's no way that this is the door, and it ends up opening up right in front of me, and it was the door. I loved that. I feel like that was fantastic. Chewie on the run! Go Chewie, go Chewie! First Order looking for Chewie. So it was a fantastic ride on Star Wars Rise of the Resistance, and now we're in Toy Story Land. Maybe make our way to Toy Story Mania, one of my all-time favorites, #2 favorite attraction behind Rise of the Resistance, for me at least. Stepping on side now, me versus Mike over there. Let's see who gets the higher score. Here we go. Here we go. I got me a 247-600. Let's see how we did up here. Oh, best this hour. Mike, is that you? That's Mike. Oh my gosh. 316. What the heck? Just got off Toy Story Mania. Always love this one. And Mike got a spectacular score. Mike, how do you feel about your first bestest day solo?
Fantastic.
Yeah.
I didn't think I could accomplish it solo. I feel like that's very, very tough to do, but you know, with more and more practice, you get better and better. So I don't think it'll be much longer now till we start getting best this month between the two of us.
There you go. Let's hope. 316, is that a personal best or no?
I think so. Pretty sure it is.
There you go. And there you have it. Love this one. I got a 270 something, 274, 276. Always love this one. A great time. One of my favorite attractions right behind Rise of the Resistance. Glad we have a chance to check it out. And again, there's so many attractions I love in this park. It's one of my favorites here. So glad we're taking the time to enjoy some of the best here today. Walking by the Hyperion Theater, noticing those little snowflakes built into that ledge. Really beautiful. I'd never noticed those. As we're making our way to maybe Star Tours, Muppet Vision, some of those shorter ones, but still fantastic rides at Hollywood Studios. I'm not sure how well you can see it from back here, but this kind of screenshot here is a little bit different. Oh, they just changed it. But it was Professor Honeydew. Now it's Prawn with Pepe, the King Prawn. Nice. I like it. So they've got kind of Tron themed, that one. They're all kind of different movie themed. I like it. Frankie's Formal Wear. We make your special events specialer. Nice, more talks for less bucks. I like it. Nice ads out here. I feel like the further back you sit, it's harder to see that 3D effect. First time sitting a little bit further back in that theater, so it made it a little bit harder to see. But nice to see from that angle as well in terms of the fireworks on the ceiling. You gotta keep your eyes open for those. Overall, I love the Muppet Vision 3D show. Always do. I'm looking forward to checking it out more in the future as well. Let's see if maybe we can catch some Star Tours here today. I think that'd be nice. Let's see what we can do. One thing I'd never noticed before is the name of this particular restroom. It's Gonzo's Royal Flush. Very nicely named for that Muppet World. Just got off Star Tours, and I absolutely loved that front row. I don't know if I've been in the front row before. That was fantastic. A real 3D feel to it from that perspective. So I think I do like the front rows on those 3D attractions as well. I'll tell you, it seemed like, especially at the end when we kind of landed, we were landed on Coruscant, where we went underwater, and then we broke that vehicle's ship, kind of sideways right tilt as we were docking. Really cool to see all those little details, the 3D effect as you are in that front row. I like that a lot. Leaving Hollywood Studios now, making our way maybe to Epcot to Via Napoli for lunch. We'll have to see what's open, what's available. It's a super crowded day here in the parks in Hollywood Studios, so definitely want to find some food somewhere where it's a little bit less crowded. Let's enjoy a nice quiet rest of our day here. So we'll see what crowds look like in different locations. But nice to be able to take the time, walk around the park, and hopefully be able to minimize those crowds here in a bit. I feel like a fish swimming upstream here at Hollywood Studios with everyone walking inside, maybe for rides, or maybe just to enjoy a park day. But all right, Hollywood Studios, we'll see you real soon. And of course, one of our favorite methods of transportation, taking that gondola over to the Hollywood Studios. Beautiful views beneath us here as we are making our way. Caribbean Beach right there, right now. Always nice to look at these views, and you can actually see Spaceship Earth in the backdrop over there. Somewhere on these gondolas, you can see all 4 parks, but nice to see this view as we are making our way. So we are on the Skyliner gondola, and so far this is the longest I've sat still on a Skyliner. It's been about 5 minutes so far. We heard a real human voice come through here saying something like, please remain seated, you know, we're paused on the Skyliner gondola, and I'm excited to see how this one plays out. I'm also extremely hungry though, so I'm hoping we get to our destination and things are back on the road here. But it's interesting to see what these stalls are like. I'd never really experienced an extended one before. I think maybe 2-3 minutes is the most I've ever seen, but it was 5 minutes someone came on with that voice, and we'll see how things go here momentarily.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your patience. We are now resuming your journey, and we'll take flight momentarily. Thank you.
All right, so that's it. 5 minutes and our show is on the road. Looking forward to getting some food here in Epcot. Back at Epcot, and gotta love that gondola view. See them coming in, see them going out, and making our way to one of our hopefully newest favorite dining attractions. We'll see. And on our right here, we've got Mickey for a new meet and greet spot while they're doing some construction here in Epcot. Hello, Mr. Mickey. And you've got plenty of other characters around us as well. On this side, you've got Minnie, and I saw Goofy walk by a little bit further ahead, and I hadn't even noticed these trees overhead here too as we make our way into the park. Always nice as well. Oh ho ho, Senor Goofy right here on our right. Hello, nice to see him as we're walking by here as well. My first time seeing the spin art in action, people sort of biking and paint being made of that. Very nice to see at the festival here at Epcot Festival of the Arts. So again, a little bit of a closer look, but not too close because I'm hungry. I don't know how well you can see the stage here, but look at all the lights. Animation Academy right there set up with the drums and all kinds, but it's also the drawing area, lights, blue and green lights, for what looks like that Animation Academy on that same stage where we saw the Eat to the Beat concert right here in America. Really really nice to see. I'd love to spend some time and check that out one of these days. Just the lighting's amazing. I wonder why the lighting is there. Probably for a nighttime concert, but I'm not 100% sure. I haven't seen it. There is Via Napoli. Excited to see how long the wait time is here today. I don't want to wait too long for this one because I am quite hungry. But maybe we'll go to Japan or check out some food from the Festival of the Arts. But we'll see what the wait time's here like today. I'd love to try this one. I've heard fantastic things from Mike and others in the past. I'm not sure I've noticed this chandelier decorated quite like that. It looks like it's Mardi Gras themed. A lot of different colors on there, some beads hanging off it. It's quite a wait just to check in here and see how long the wait is. So I'm definitely worried about the wait time, but we'll see what that one looks like here tonight. You can see some of the tables here at Via Napoli. It's only a 10 to 20 minute wait for us. So excited to be dining here today. Just gonna be waiting a couple minutes and we will be on our way here. Definitely excited for this one. You can see it's a little bit crowded inside, but definitely worthwhile. That kind of open kitchen back there. Let's see how this one tastes. Take a look at the menu here at Via Napoli. Very interesting menu. You can see there's individual pizzas, large pizzas, and then you've got your meter mezzo pizzas there. Definitely excited to look closer at the menu. Taking a closer look at some of these options. Over here on the right, lots of vegetables on our pizza, variety of cheeses. You've got some meat ones here in the bottom, the classic pies, signature pies. On that top side, some entrees as well, so some non-pizzas. You got pasta and salad. We'll see what sounds good here today. And here we have the garlic focaccia. We were recommended this garlic focaccia by our server. We didn't see it on the menu, but kind of like an appetizer here. It's $4. Again, not on the menu, but definitely getting hungry, so something to nibble on while we wait. So we've tried that garlic focaccia, and it's good. It does have a strong garlic flavor, a little bit of oil or butter, something along those lines, kind of dripping down. There's a lot of a sort of a classic-y focaccia bread taste, again with a little bit of garlic on there. I think it's pretty good. I think maybe Mike's right. Mike said it could use maybe a little bit more butter, but I like the fluffy, and it's also crispy on top. Creates a nice kind of feel for it. If you're getting hungry, looking for an appetizer, you like bread, it's a nice way to start it off. Mike, what do you think of the garlic focaccia bread?
Very good, very good. Totally agree. I would get it again, but only if I'm super hungry. Otherwise, I'm going to save room for pizza.
That makes sense, and I'm definitely excited for our pizza as well. That San Gennaro's got a lot of different meats on there. It's got those, what is it, some kind of tomato, sweet tomato or something like that. The onions and spicy Italian sausage, something like that. But definitely excited to dig into that one as well. San Gerano, I think it was, or something, Gennaro, you know, Gerard Butler, that one. That's the pizza we got here. The bottom signature pizza with the sausage and the cherry tomatoes and all that good stuff. Looks fantastic. Let us see how this one tastes. And if you were wondering what the size of the pizza is like, there's a face and there's a pizza. Definitely a good size for the two of us to enjoy. So starting off with the San Gennaro or the San Gerardo or whatever it might be, amazing pizza. Love this pizza. Fantastic flavor. That spice in there is really strong. I'm not sure if that's jalapenos or something else, but I can feel the burning on my mouth. The white cheese and the white sauce, fantastic flavor as well. Great combo, love this pizza. Very, very unique, extremely unique in terms of pizza that I've had. Would it be the best pizza that I've had or some of the best pizza that I've had? It's competitive for that top tier. I don't know if I can say necessarily, because there's a lot of different types of pizza to try to distinguish, but it is really, really good stuff. Mike, do you think it's that good?
I think it's that good. I really do. I think this is the best pizza I've ever had at Via Napoli. Like that's hands down amazing flavor. There is that jalapeno. I want to try it with some of that cheese on top, like the mozzarella you can put on top, but wow.
And I'll tell you, it's also the best pizza that I've ever had at Via Napoli. And the only. But it's great. I would definitely come back to this place. Fantastic flavors. Mike and I are talking about this restaurant even more, and it is so good. So good. I love the flavors on this one, and especially for in-park dining. Definitely a top 5 restaurant for me, in-park dining. I feel like it's easy #1 for me in terms of Epcot. And there's a lot of good options at Epcot, fish and chips. And France has some good options, but I feel like this one is for me #1 in Epcot at least. And again, I think it's top 5 in all parks. And Mike, I'd love to hear your thoughts on this as well. Let me know what you think. But in terms of this flavor on this pizza, I feel like that jalapeno and that sort of thing really makes this one fantastic. And I like adding the parm and other things to it. Just all the flavors go really well together. It's really unique, authentic, I feel like, Italian restaurant, Italian pizza. Unlike most pizza I feel like we'd have in the country, at least in the US. as far as I'm familiar with and experienced with. Mike, let's hear your thoughts on this one. What do you think overall?
I think it's amazing. I really, really do. In terms of in-park dining, I think you're absolutely right. This is a top 5. And I was thinking maybe top 10, but you know, in-park, you gotta, you know, disconnect the, you know, resorts for a moment. In-park, this is up there. This is really, really up there. Underappreciated in my opinion. Love it.
Yep. Each bite, each taste gets better and better on this one. The flavors go so well together. I love the jalapeno and the spicy piece, but even just that white cheese and that white sauce goes so well. I love again, adding on the different pieces, really, really good. Now, we were talking a little bit more about this pizza, and I feel like it's got some great flavors to it. I feel like it is, for a pizza, it is a little bit expensive, but overall, it's a great pizza, definitely worthwhile. And so far, there's plenty of leftovers as well, but it's for a pizza, it can be a little bit expensive. $36 for this 20-inch, not bad, but more expensive than you'd expect for a regular pizza. Thinking about it a little bit more, there's a good point you have to consider, which is we've got leftovers here. We've got about 3 of those 8 slices in a box, not to mention that fed both of us for a pizza. And if you think about the cost of Disney food typically, it seems like a pretty reasonable price for a pizza, but nice to be able to enjoy those flavors. Fantastic quality pizza. Definitely would come back for it again. And I feel like the bigger your party, the more you want to split one type of pizza is the most cost-efficient way to eat a pizza. Get one giant Metro Mile pizza. Maybe one of these days we'll get a Metro Mile one. We can eat all the way down that giant long of a pizza. I love it. And you'll note the crowds at Epcot are not much less than the crowds at Hollywood Studios, if not maybe even a bit more. So we'll see what the plan is here tonight. We're here in China, and we might do some shopping, and we might see this show. Not 100% sure if it's the new show or still the old show, but still nice to see some 360 vision shows. And gotta love the theming here of China as well. And it sounds like it's the old show here, so let's just do some shopping in China and look at some of these views. Love that lake. Hadn't really noticed that one before here. Looking at some of the merchandise here in China today. Looking at some of these mood rings you'll see right here on my pinky. Looks like yellow, maybe or green, I don't know. Am I mixed emotions? Am I normal? Am I nervous? Or am I lovable over there? You can see kind of the key. But nice to see these mood rings of all different varieties here as well. Always love these incense here as well. Look at these different oils. I can smell it just standing here at this table. One of my favorite tables to spend some time at. Here's some of those reeds there, it looks like on the side. Almost like soaps over there. And over here you've got, I'm not sure, is this candles or different containers for those sorts of things. And of course, on this middle table here, you've got to love these sculptures. More beautiful sculptures here. I think one of my favorite ones here is this black and red horse. Look at that, really well done. Of course, you have an orange horse, solid, almost jade looking, but orange horse there. But I really like this silky or kind of smooth, glossy red and black horse as well. There's miniatures on these tables as well. All kinds of cool sculptures to see. And look at this little diamond or gem thing. I don't know about diamond and gem, but sort of clear crystal in the middle. Look here at these teacup collections, ranging prices from $48 here to $98 for that red one. But I do love that red set. All different types of teacups and teapots here. There's $42, $50, so a range of prices. But nice to see a variety. Oh, look at the panda one. That's a cute one. I heard panda. $22 for that tea set. I don't know. That's kind of tempting too. Nice to see. They've got a variety here. Rabbits in the back. There's that fish. Here's some cats. Gotta love these little cat guys there as well. Man, so many nice ones. A great time at the shops here in China. And the day is becoming nice and sunny as well. Getting a little bit warmer out here. Nice to be able to kind of walk around and explore some of the theming here in the China Pavilion. And this is the crowds right now. You can see Mike squeezing our way through there. And yeah, we're getting somewhere slowly, but you can tell it's a unique one for us. Definitely far more crowded than we've seen in recent days here. So let's hope we can make it through this one. Making our way out of the park now, and look at this line goes past the boats here. People just keep on flowing towards Epcot. Crazy to see. Again, goes to that sort of boat dock area, and we're gonna catch these gondolas up here. But just to see this line continue to build on our left as we make our way out just tells you how crowded the park is. And that concludes our Epcot adventure, making our way over to some of those resorts now. Thank you so much for being a part of the adventure with me today. What did you think of the adventure? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you liked it, make sure you hit that thumbs up button. Let me know you liked it. And if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring the bell to stay informed of future adventures. And until next time, play on.